She's great. And she's the girl you read about all the time with Mayor Adams or whatever. It's an old story. Who cares? She's still very close with the mayor.
I'm so bored of that.
In fact, Eleanora was the reason why Andrew Cuomo was sitting next to Mayor Eric Adams on the court at the Knick game. Now, she's too humble to admit it.
Now you're welcoming more hate comments.
Well, but you did do that.
From your audience.
Oh, who cares? God, who cares?
Look, there are two things here, right? There's a friendship and a personal relationship, and the formalities. I'm here on the friend side. I'm on the outskirts. So look, friends sometimes need to get reacquainted first.
I like that.
Right?
Yeah. So what do you think of the Adams-Cuomo press conference yesterday, the whole kind of handoff?
I think it was honest on both parts.
Honest? Yeah. Didn't Eric just call him a snake and a liar a month ago?
But he didn't sit there and say he's the most amazing person in the world either. He actually said at the press conference, I wish I was the guy beating down on Mamdani. He did say that. So, so I think
I'm not killing Eric because...
And he said that we are... And by the way, Eric said something very important. He said, we are a New York family.
That's correct.
And when there is a threat to New York... And by the way, I don't believe that Mamdani is a threat to New York. I think New York is the most resilient place in the world and we will survive. I think his ideology and I think socialism is both a threat to the Democratic Party and to the United States of America.
Good point.
No, a socialist should not be the mayor of the birthplace of capitalism. And so to your listeners who come down on me, do they believe that Curtis can win?
Well, hold on. First with Eric. First with Eric.
Okay.
I wasn't, it was a rhetorical question because I did the same thing. I hammered Cuomo for years.
Right.
And he knows that. He makes fun of me all the time, Andrew.
Okay.
And now I'm supporting him because the answer is no, I don't think Curtis can win. Or I'd be supporting Curtis.
Totally. And by the way, if you look at the polls, I understand that Cuomo is a long shot too, but he has a shot.
He's up on Curtis like 15 points.
Right.
So don't people say the polls don't count. The polls don't count. Don't they tell you that?
There's something. Right?
Of course.
Okay. And is it not worth to Curtis supporters who are Republicans and conservatives, can you not admit that your values and your beliefs are more aligned with Cuomo? I know you don't like him than they are with Mamdani. I mean, can they not come to that conclusion?
No.
And do they not believe that this is a big enough threat that it is worth consolidating?
Clearly they don't, because look at the beating, and she's hilarious, by the way, Pete Morgan. She goes on there, right? These are nameless, faceless douchebags.
Yeah.
And I do it once in a while. You know that. I'm guilty of it, too. She fights with every single person. It's great entertainment. Why do you do that? On Instagram, like I said, great entertainment. Why?
Because I'm actually because I get it, but I'm actually trying to have a conversation with people. I don't think that these things can be resolved with Instagram comments. I'm open to hearing. Obviously, the comments about my appearance are ridiculous. I talk about it all the time. I mean, honestly, watch my television show. I'll tell you every single thing I did to my face and body. It's not like that controversial. And just because you think I look a certain way doesn't mean that I'm not smart or have an opinion. But that's not the point. I actually believe that Curtis Republicans are somewhat can be rational and can fully admit that he is not going to win. Although I still have another argument here. I believe that, look, this is a man that raised $1.5 million 4 years ago and now has raised nearly $5 million due to the public matching funds program. I think that this program can be abused sort of and used strategically. I don't think it was set up so that it can promote coordination between campaigns or to sort of tactically and discreetly donate to a candidate. I mean, look, these are matched 6 times over when their donations are under $1,000. And I would call for an investigation to really see how many people who are Democrats or who support Mamdani have donated to the Curtis campaign. And I'm sorry, there's 9 days out. He still has $3.4 million in there. If he actually believes he can win, he should have spent that money. I know that if he suspends his campaign, those funds have to be returned. I'm sorry, but that's what it is.
You're not sorry.
I'm not sorry. I'm actually not sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I'm not sorry. He keeps saying he can't be bought, but these small donations from people who I guarantee are also supporting Mamdani, they know what they're doing. They're very organized on the other side. They can make tiny donations, $100 to Curtis. and that ends up being $600.
No, I know.
Okay.
Yeah, I got it.
And the money's just sitting in his account. And this is not what this program was meant to do. It was meant to encourage candidates who don't have big donors to get in the race, but it was not meant to encourage spoiler candidates. And that's what this is right now.
Tell me about the guy then that you've latched on to, because you're a friend, personal friend, and a good friend of Mayor Eric Adams.
Yes.
But now you're with Eric, so you stabbed Adams in the back.
No, with Cuomo. Let's not stop. Okay, can we talk about friendship here?
Yeah.
Loyalty is the most important thing to me in the world.
Me too.
I know.
And I was loyal to Curtis for 6 years instead of 6 years and 14 days.
But if you had a friend, if Biden was your friend, and you saw that he was losing, I get it. Okay, how about this? Let's do it. If you had a friend.
If Trump was losing.
Hold on. If you had a friend who was a commercial airline pilot, but he was going through a rough time in his life.
Yeah.
A divorce. He was emotional. Would you not feel a moral obligation to say something?
Of course.
Okay. Right. Because people's lives are at stake. And guess what? Politicians, as you all like to say about Andrew Cuomo, can have blood on their hands. They make very important, big decisions that affect people's lives, right? This is a huge responsibility, especially in New York City. Is it not important for you to say something then? And you have.
That's what I've done.
And by the way, I commend you. Did I not say? I was so proud of you that
You
day.
did.
I was
Yes, you
so
did.
proud
Well,
to
most,
be your friend.
most people did.
Right.
So when I complain, it's honestly, Eleanora, it's like 8 knuckleheads in Middle Village and Staten Island and Brooklyn. And a lot of these people online now, as told us by somebody yesterday, they're not even Curtis supporters. They're
Mamdani supporters.
He's sending out bots acting
about.
like they're angry Curtis supporters.
That is what I mean about coordination. Every day that Mamdani supporters wake up and see Curtis in the race, they are thrilled. Why don't we scare them a little bit?
Yeah.
And look, I get it. It seems like
so those are Mamdani supporters calling Sid a backstabber, not even Curtis supporters.
Totally. And so 2 Curtis supporters who are rational, who love this country, love America, love ideology, and understand that DSA, they're just gentrifying and misappropriating this word Democrat. They are not Democrats. They are socialists. That's it. They are just, watch, in a couple of years, they will drop the term Democrat from their party. Please understand how important this is. This is the birthplace of capitalism, New York City.
You're close with Eric.
Yes.
Has he ever said to you, let's rewind the clock. Let's say that there was no issue with the FBI, all his friends, just based upon his governance, okay?
Okay.
He had his issues. But a lot of people, including me, have said the last couple of weeks, I'll take him back right now. I'll take it. Fine.
Everyone says that everywhere we go.
So does he?
No.
He hears that. Is he upset about that?
No. He knew that people remember. I think he's saying a little bit the other day. You're going to miss me when I'm gone.
Yeah, he knows.
He knows. Yeah. He knows that history will remember him fondly. He knows.
I wouldn't go that far. Calm down. Why do you have to go from one extreme to the other?
What do you mean?
What do you mean fondly? He's not Rudy Giuliani. Calm down.
It was a. People forget that like 4 years ago, there was nowhere to go out in the city. You had to put your mask on when you wanted to go to the bathroom.
I don't forget.
We had de Blasio eating his pizza with a fork and knife.
I hated that.
Exactly. So these were fun. These were good times.
Is he mad at me? Does he think I'm part of the reason why he lost? Because I did kill him for about 18 months.
He is not mad.
You swear to God?
He has made peace with this. I think he is excited to live his life.
Yeah.
He is excited now to speak freely, not be restricted by a campaign, and go street fight with Mamdani and his supporters and explain to his own community that these are people that moved to New York, 30 days ago and are able to register to vote. This is not New Yorkers. This is not our communities. This is sort of these privileged elite. I'm sorry, look at every photo with Mamdani. They are not diverse. They are white privileged kids coming in and supporting this guy because they think the rents are high and they don't want to work because daddy paid for everything else beforehand. Watch, Mamdani, did he even hire one black staffer, Mamdani?
I don't
Look
think
it up.
so.
Right. I've looked up every name.
Yeah.
And I also want to say something in support of Cuomo. Andrew is probably one of the smartest people now that I've met him, incredibly smart and well-versed in the issues. And he should not apologize. He should stop apologizing. He crushed that debate the other night. Crushed it. I mean, really, if you listen to what he's saying, he definitely won both debates. But in this one, he had sort of the energy.
I don't think he won the first debate.
I do. This time I think he had the energy.
I think Curtis
and
won the first debate,
right
and I think he edged Curtis in this debate. He did win, but Curtis did win.
I wish he could have a one-on-one with him. But
the
point is, and I know he's getting now a lot of flack for what he said on this. First of all, you said it. He did not say it on the station.
I know.
Okay.
And by the way, he had a chance to throw me under the bus.
And he did not.
And all he said was, the host. The host. He did not throw me under the bus.
I know. He is actually a moral person from what I have experienced over the last few weeks. And even in his conversations with the current mayor that I've witnessed a lot of. And I'll say one more thing. I'm Jewish. We're different. You're Ashkenaz. I'm actually Sephardic. I call myself, I feel as an Arab Jew more. I have no issues with Islam. I actually find that there are a lot of similarities in our religion. Most of my clients are from the Gulf, okay? I love, love, love Muslims. There's nothing Islamophobic about saying that a candidate who has said explicitly that he hangs out with people who say America deserved 9/11, and he will not condemn terrorist organizations like Hamas, right? ISIS, Al-Qaeda. There's nothing wrong about asking a question about how he would react to another terrorist attack.
No, the problem was my answer when I said he'd be cheering, which I really believe is the case.
Okay, I don't know if I believe. I don't agree with that. But
you don't?
I don't think he would be cheering, no.
Well, not now if he's a mayor, but as a civilian, yes.
That is not okay.
He'd
that
be
I didn't
standing by the TV like the guys in Qatar
Cuomo,
after October 7th, and he'd be cheering.
Okay, but asking a question about how he would handle a terrorist
They
attack.
weren't mad about the question.
Okay.
They were mad about my answer, which they attributed to Cuomo.
All right, so
and then they wanted Cuomo, I guess, to say, like you just did, said you shouldn't say that. But the truth is, any rational person, they agree with me.
I didn't say you shouldn't say that.
Yeah.
I'd never tell you what to say. I just said I don't agree with that.
Well, why not?
But I think also he's playing it, by the way.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
You just told me all these things he does. He took a picture last week with an imam. They were smiling.
No, he took a picture of the co-conspirator.
That guy was involved.
Because he's
right.
goading. Hello. He knows what his base likes. They like
You're
this,
giving
they
him
like
too
this
much
issue.
credit. You're giving him too much
he's smart.
credit.
He knows exactly.
He's smart.
He has wavered on every issue. Now he wants to keep Tish in her job. Come on, Justin.
I get it. He's
but
smart.
the one issue that he won't waver on, and by the way, he keeps saying, oh, Israel has nothing to do with our politics. Who keeps bringing it up? His campaign and him.
Yeah.
Now he's crying about the Islamophobia thing. He takes pictures with these people. He wants this story and this issue to stay relevant and stay in the news. He is purposely keeping it there because that is what speaks to his base.
Probably true. All right. You did a great job again today. You know, you're going to take a vicious beating on the internet.
Am I? For what?
It doesn't matter.
For just telling you guys the truth. If Curtis suspends, he has to return probably about $3 to $4 million that he still has in his campaign. And you know what? So if you're going to stay in it, then spend the 3.4 you have in there. Because otherwise, January 1st comes and that $3.4 million is his. So please do not tell me you cannot be bought. Sorry.
Eleanora Srugo right there on Sid and Friends in the Morning. We'll take a short break. We'll come back. Pete Morgan's in studio, Lou Rapino, Justin Ellick, the whole crew.